have a story for us. But even before I dive into the story, I would like us to ponder about a question: who informs our giving? If you're new to this channel and it's your first time tuning in, you're very welcome. We're delighted you could join us. My name is Victoria. Last month was my friend's birthday, and I was up and about doing research, thinking, oh, what gift would she like? Of course, thinking it should be something very, very expensive. This is a very classy girl. She knows what she likes. But up until when I asked the roomie, because these were some of my last people that I asked with, her roomie, who told me that, you know, while you're out there battling and thinking about computers, she might also prefer earphones because it's been a pressing need for her lately. And so I'm thinking, well, it can't just be earphones. It needs to be something heavy, something hefty, what? You know, because of course in society, again, there's been that painting of what you give, we will judge you by that much. Of really? You're so broke. How could you, think of me so little to just give me earphones and all? But it was her current need. And just so you know, I started to do my research before I even talked to God before, because I know that her God knows her heart better than anyone else. And if I had sought for what God thought, I would then know that it's things like earphones that she needs. It's things like getawares that I probably need to invest in because she's that kind of girl. I would like to relate it to also our Sunday services, in our how we give. You know, is it a thing that shocks you every Sunday when you see an offertory bag come in front of you and you're like, oh my God, what's the smallest, penny? Do I even have change? You check your purse. Is it a thing that you have pondered about? Is it a thing that you have prayed about? Do we seek God about our giving? I would like us to try to prepare our giving. I mean, we do this much research in regards to our friends, do all the groundwork, what kind of gift would please her, and yet with God it seems to be a thing of whatever I can find in those few seconds on that Sunday morning, he should be able to take it. Are you a seasonal giver like me? Because I've been that kind of person who waits on my first fruits or my tithe whenever my salary account is credited. Is it because it's what you see elsewhere? Because I remember attending services a couple of times, and people come out, usually it's January, when people are testifying about their first fruits, because then there's been promotions and then the year has started. So people want to sow seed. I would call it sow seed into their year or into their season. And so for the longest of time, I've thought first fruits as a thing of whole, because then people would be talking about things like, I want to thank God that he sustained me throughout this entire season, even after I'd given my first fruits. So in my mind, how I would interpret that, it would be a thing of the entire sum would be first fruited. Take a scenario where you need to pay tuition. You've been talking to God about it, and so you get your earning. But then you are also planning to give first fruit. I think it would be wise to seek God about these two situations, about your first fruit and the need that you need to give tuition. I believe that God directs us, and I actually believe that he should be the one that informs our decision to give. So very key, before I leave or before we come to the end of this video, my parting shot would be that it's very, very important to talk to God about our giving. Number one, let's check the mind behind our giving. Also, it's very important to ask who is informing our giving. But also, very, very lastly, to understand that giving is not in quantity. Because society today has framed it in a way that if I give very less, even if it's what you can afford in that moment, people will look at me bad. So let's stop to think that giving is in terms of quantity. You understand? So if you've come all the way with me to the very end of this video and you found it valuable, please do click the like button. Do remember to subscribe and of course share as much as you can, because I believe there is a thing or two to pick from this content. But until then, do remember to stay positive, get out or step out of your comfort zones, and remember to live or lead extraordinary lives.